Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are here at SeaWorld Orlando. Today, my friends, we are here to do something that I've never done before. We are here to do the Dine With Shamu experience. Never done it before. I'm going in almost completely blind. I haven't looked up any reviews. I haven't looked up any of the food, what they offer. The only thing I've seen is pictures of some of the orcas up close that we're going to be able to see when we're in the Dine With Shamu experience. We have a 12:30 reservation. We're going to be heading over there to check in just a little bit. I'm excited. Let's head on over there, guys. We're going to give you guys a good overall review of this place and see if it's worth your time and money. Let's head on over. So we have made it to the back side of Shamu Stadium, Dine With Orcas, and we're about 20 minutes before lunchtime and got a decent line of people. So it's not like this thing isn't unknown to a lot of people. Like, people know about it and it's still fairly popular from what I hear. I'm super excited to check this out. In case you're having a hard time finding this, that's Shamu Stadium over there. If you look at a park map, find where Shamu Stadium is. We are on the back side of it. So right down here is the underwater viewing area for the orcas where you can look at them. And then right back here is where they do the Dine With Shamu, or the Dine With Orcas, I think it's called now.
They just changed it.
They just changed it? Yeah. Okay, so it's no longer Dine With Shamu, it's Dine With Orcas.
Grab it.
Huh, look at that.
Spell it for me. L-A-P. 25. 25.
Looks like there's a show going on right now. Ooh. I am excited. These tables are pretty big, and they come with cups on the table that look like they might be, you know, it could be a little bit more clean. But then again, these are probably the same. Yeah, they're plastic. They're probably like all chipped and stuff. They're probably clean. They just look really chipped. And they have waters out for the tables and everything. Pretty interesting. Let's take a look at this. A specialty drink menu.
My dad's wearing his glasses.
Souvenir cocktails. And take a quick look at those. Coming on down. And just so you guys know, they do have tables separated for smaller individual parties. The one that we're at is specifically made for larger parties. We'll say it's a little bit of a tight squeeze through here, but let's go inside and check out the food. Alright, made it back to the table. Super excited to try this. Looks absolutely delicious. Smells absolutely delicious. There's a show currently going on right now, the Orca encounter. But sooner or later when the show's done, they'll be back here chilling. And we'll get to see them up close. Alright, so we're going to go through the items on the plate one by one that I got. We're going to start off with the salmon. The salmon looks the most interesting. That's good. That's actually really good. Cooked really well. The chicken is what I'm most worried about. I'm gonna go ahead. Don't judge me with how I eat this chicken. It's alright. It's not super dry. It's not moist either. But not bad. Not my favorite thing so far. Probably won't end up being my favorite thing. I'm gonna try some of the potato salad. Potato salad is definitely good. Loaded baked potatoes, I'm excited for this. Or the loaded mashed potatoes. Looks like it's got bacon, cheese, other things in there, mostly bacon. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. Let's try the whatever this is. What was this again, do you know? Roast beef? I don't know, something like that. Don't judge me with how I eat it. I'm doing this one-handed. That's very tough. Very tough meat. It's pretty good, but tough. Very, very tough. Mac and cheese. Very good. Hard to get mac and cheese very wrong. And then we have pork loin. I'm gonna fold that over just to make it a little bit more presentable when I eat it. Oh yeah, that's good. The pork loin, very juicy. Very juicy, I like that. That's really good. I think that's it for what I have on my plate right now. We're gonna go back and try a little bit more of the other food afterwards, but it's really good. Okay, I do have a correction about the chicken. The first piece that I had was kind of good. This one, overcooked, dry, and very, very stiff. So I think it's kind of your luck with the draw with chicken. So far, I think the chicken is my least favorite thing, but the salmon was really good, probably my favorite. So a few more things to try. We're gonna go back over there in a second. I'm just gonna let things settle in my belly for a little bit. They are coming on in.
Where's the peekaboo?
Coda's looking for the peekaboo. Where are they gonna pop up first? You saw him upside down. Oh my god. Oh dear. Makes me very nervous being so close, but we are behind glass. There is glass here, but as you can see, there's gaps in the glass and it doesn't reach all the way up top. So, kind of nervous, but at the same time, very interesting. I'm excited.
Okay, still. Does mom know what number 6 is we need to show?
They are so adorable. All right, second go around, got some more potatoes, some of the sirloin, the pork sirloin or whatever it is. Got a little bit of the pasta. The one thing that I wanted to highlight though, the bread rolls. They got a whole tray of them. They are stiff, very, very stiff. And you can tell they're dry, very, very dry. That does not look very appetizing. I'm gonna put some butter on it. But I don't think that's gonna help much. Yeah, just let you know that it's just really, really dry and crummy and falls apart. And I got some chicken nuggies. Try some of the chicken nuggies. Chicken nuggets.
I can't eat that.
They're alright. Very similar in texture to McDonald's chicken nuggets if you ever had those. Very similar. And then we got some of this pasta. Not bad. Pasta's actually really good. I like that. We're gonna come back to you later when the desserts come around. That'll be good. So they just came over and they dropped off a tray of desserts, a bunch of mixed different desserts. We got some brownies, don't know what that is, little cupcake over there, some cookies, another kind of cookie thing of some kind, cupcake, some other vanilla cupcake, chocolate cupcake, some chocolate chip cookies over there. Really, really cool. I wonder if they refill it, like if we take it all, I wonder if they refill it with more, if that's included. But it looks all so delicious. Okay, now you guys can take what you want. Looks like they're doing a little bit of a feeding time. And trainers.
On your what hat?
Looks like she's gonna get ready to do something. She's got the little magic pole to tell them to come hither.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Megan. I'm over here walking in front of the glass area. I want to welcome you guys here at Dine With Shamu. Our Dine With Killer Whales now. Just gonna keep rolling with it because I said it. We're so glad that you guys decided to join us today. And right now we have our two male killer whales interacting together. So we have Trua and Makayo. Stacey's on the far side. She's prompting them or asking them to come over to that specific spot. This is your splash warning. Yes, splash warning. So just be prepared for very large animals and splash water up and over into your area. More than likely into your feet and your bags. So just be very cognizant of that it's salt water, so it can be corrosive to any electronics you have over on that side. Alright, so we're excited you guys are here to be able to share with you a little bit more about how we interact with our killer whales. When we talk about, we're going to be talking specifically about the killer whales, but we use this not only for this species, but for all the species here at SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, and Discovery Cove. So these killer whales are great ambassadors to their wild counterparts. Alright, so we have Shura coming around with Amy. Now one of the cool things about being a trainer is that when we come in, Amy's been a season trainer. She worked at SeaWorld Orlando, SeaWorld San Diego, now SeaWorld Ohio, there you go, now in Orlando. But the cool thing about that is that she's now coming back onto our team here, and she's getting to learn a new whale. So right now she's interacting with Shura. This is kind of how we do our interactions when we first start. So even though she's been here for a while, she's a lot of experience with a bunch of different animals, we're going to have her slowly just start building her relationship. So just like with kids, right? Think about your kids that you've had at home or other kids if you're a teacher, because sometimes they get distracted, right? And you're trying to keep them focused on what they're doing in front of them. That's kind of what we're doing here. So Mimi is asking him to do a bunch of different behaviors away from her. That could be a little bit more challenging. He might get distracted, and Stacy's kind of helping to keep his attention on the herd. So Mimi just said a kicker. And Stacy's going to prompt, so she's going to say, hey, we want you to come right over here. And one. There you go. You can see his big old body. So the exercise is just another way that we can interact with the whales in the session. Really, really enjoyable time today. Alright, so those vocalizations come from the blowhole on the top of their head. And all they do is they manipulate that flap, their blowhole flap, to be able to start to do those. So they have different whistles that they do naturally, and then they have some that we're able to just to be able to capture. So when they start doing it, and we go ahead and we reinforce it when they're doing it, and then they start hearing the two together. So just like, kind of like a child learning how to talk, right? Sometimes they'll start mumbling some words, and you're trying to repeat that and reinforce their behavior for that. It's the same type of thing. Alright, well we hope that you guys have enjoyed this opportunity to learn a little bit more with the killer whales here, how we interact with them. Just like you and me, they learn through observation, cooperation, and working together as a team. So one thing that you guys can do, if you're walking around today, you can easily just, if you see trash, picking it up, making sure it goes to the right recycling bin or the trash container.
Do a quick look around the restaurant. You walk in from over here. Got the pool and everything down that way. And come on down. It's a very slender restaurant. Not a very big restaurant by any means, but still really, really cool. And there's really not a bad seat. I mean, if you're right up against here, then you get a perfect view. I feel like this area over here would be one of the more perfect shots because you get a view of the entire pool. Where I'm at, I kind of have to turn my head. But this is really nice. We're literally right next to Shamu Stadium over there. Come around over here. Got some restrooms down that way, and I'm sure I'm going to be using here in just a moment. Looks like they're closing up, getting ready to put some of the food away for whatever the next seating is. Okay, so have a little bit of downtime. We're here with Coda's family today, so I've been really following them around. Didn't really get a chance to give you guys my review of the Dining with Orcas experience right after the fact. It's actually a few hours later. Overall, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting, very different. There was nothing to see as far as the orcas were concerned for the first about hour or so, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. As soon as we walked in, we were able to go into the buffet line. A lot of the food, pretty tasty. Some things were really good, some things were really bad. The chicken, absolutely disgusting. It was very dry, overcooked. The first piece of chicken that I got was okay. but the rest of the chicken was not good. The pork, if you ate it right away, it was really good. If you let it sit on your plate for a while, it got really dry really quick. That wasn't good. Mashed potatoes were good. Mac and cheese was good. What is it? The rolls, dry as hell. Would not recommend. It was oddly enough more of the side dishes, like stuff that you get on the side, was more tasty than the actual like proteins and main entrees, which is really, really weird. I mean, it's only $29.99 a person. I think the price fluctuates based on the day, so 30 bucks per person, and in the middle of that you got a 15 to 20 minute demonstration with some of the whales, and I've never been that close to a whale before. Being that close to a whale was very, very cool, and being up close and seeing some of the behaviors like that and getting to learn more about the orcas was really, really cool, and I really enjoyed that. That was like the main selling point, I guess, of the whole, you know, Dine with Orcas experience. And then when everything was said and done, they brought out a tray of desserts, so cookies, different cupcakes, little mini cheesecakes and cookies. Really, really good stuff. No complaints there. So overall, I would do it again. I would do it again. I know for sure what I would get as far as meats is concerned, and definitely sides. For 30 bucks, I would do it again. It's a buffet for $30. It is recommended that you make reservations ahead of time. I know today there were some tables open, so in some cases you can walk up, but it's always best to plan ahead of time, buy your tickets online before coming, and you should be okay. And a lot of different stuff for kids. There's a little bit of something for everybody. The salmon was, I think, the very best. The best salmon that I've had in a theme park in a while for a buffet. It was actually really, really good. So anyways, that was the Dining with Orcas experience. Let me know what you guys thought of that. Let me down in the comment section below. Based off of what you saw, what food do you think was good? What food did you want to try? Or would you try it in the future? Do you think it's good for your family? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let's get a discussion going. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here and you want to see more. I am going to be doing a bunch more dining reviews for 2020, and we do them every once in a while here on the channel. So definitely ring that bell, get notified whenever I upload a new video in the future. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.